how do I even react to this news? I was scrolling on Instagram yesterday afternoon, just scrolling, and I follow MMA pages, like I'm sure a lot of you do. And I saw this thing on ESPN MMA, their Instagram page come up, and it said Hamzat versus Nate Diaz booked, and it had a picture of the two of them, and it's saying it's booking in September. And I thought I was dreaming for a second. I kind of had in the back of my head, like maybe the UFC might do something like this, but nah, there's no way that they'll actually do it. Like Hamza versus Nate, that doesn't even make sense. Um, and here they go, the UFC, Dana, Hunter, Sean Shelby, all the matchmakers are like, yo, fuck this, we're just gonna do this fight. But you know what the weird question I kind of thought about this was, why did Nate even accept this fight? Why did Nate accept any fight in general? Let me explain. So it was reported like 2 days ago, and I'll get into the actual matchup in 1 second, but just look at this. Ariel Hawani reported this, and I think it was like yesterday or day before yesterday. Um, there's a deadline to book Diaz by October 19th before the sunset clause kicks in and his contract is terminated and makes him a free agent. Now, the UFC put these sunset clauses in, I believe it was around, from what I read, like around 2017. They're dealing with some lawsuits back then, and due to the nature of their contracts and taking advantage of fighters, this and that. Um, so this was in. So this pretty much allows a contract to have a set time period in which it terminates. Most of what I've read says about 5 years. Some places say 4 years can be possible, but mostly it's 5 years. So, and from what I read, even if Nate Diaz didn't accept a fight, his contract will just end on October 19th and he'll be a free agent. So from my understanding, even if he turned this fight down, he would have been a free agent. Now in the past, I know that the UFC had something, and they probably still do to some extent have this in the contracts from my understanding, that if you turn down a fight, your contract gets extended. And technically you could be in a UFC contract forever with that. But my understanding with these sunset clauses, once they put these in, it just ends. Like your contract just ends, and they can't keep you in permanently now. Now it is possible that somebody on Nate Diaz's team told him like, "Yo, look," because I know a lot of contracts in all fields of life have something that says like the contracts will be operated by both parties in good faith. Like it's a kind of a vague thing, but good faith. So I don't know if Nate Diaz's lower legal team should look, if you do this, even though they can't extend the contract, if they feel like you're just trying to ride it out, maybe this goes against the good faith thing. But then at the same time, what is the point of a sunset clause if you can't take advantage of it like this? So I don't even know why he took the fight in the first place. Just putting that out there. Now, in terms of the fight itself, doesn't make sense at all. He's obviously going to get smashed. I already saw the odds. Hamzat's minus 1100. Diaz plus 775. There's only one way that Nate can actually win this fight. There's only one way. The only way Nate wins this fight is if Hamzat's hitting him so often, punching him so much, like 200 significant strikes per round. He's punching him so often and ground pounding him so often that Hamzat tires himself out. Nate Diaz, due to his granite chin, lasts, and his durable toughness lasts, and then he takes over the fight because Hamzat's too tired. That's the only way that happens, where Hamzat's smashing him so bad that Nate just hangs on, Hamzat gasses himself out, and then Nate turns it on. That's the only way Nate can win. Nate, I like Nate. I like Nate and I like Nate. Nate's not going to win because he, outstrikes him on the feet or turns it up on the feet and exposes some of Hamzat's weakness. And then on the ground, he maybe throws a submission attempt and submits him and he just wins. No, that's not going to happen. The only way he wins is he gets badly battered. The doctor doesn't stop the fight. He's bloody, and then Hamzat just gasses himself out. Maybe Hamzat got too overconfident, didn't train properly, and then he comes. That's the only way he wins. Otherwise, 99.9% chance Hamzat goes in and he runs through him. Now, I was watching Morning Combat with Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell, one of my favorite MMA shows, and they had said in the fight that, yo, look, they said in their show that Luke had talked to somebody in Nate's, I don't know if it's his camp or management team, whoever, who said that, yo, ever since Nate saw the Gilbert fight, he had wanted this fight. which is weird. Like I don't know what Nate saw in the fight. The only thing I can imagine that Nate saw was like Hamza brawled in the fight and started slowing down towards the second and third round because of the obvious crazy pace that he put on. And if it's a 5 round fight, maybe I can withstand the early offense and take advantage. Like maybe that's what Nate saw. But the problem is that Gilbert Burns and Nate Diaz are not in the same universe right now. You know, Gilbert has a really good ground game. He's a top welterweight who hits way harder than Nate. So I don't really know how this is going to go because Hamza's not going to really feel Nate's shots. I mean, the size difference is going to be huge too. Like massive, massive size difference. So, I mean, you saw when Hamza did that wrestling thing with Jack Hermanson. Like, Jack Hermanson's a big middleweight. And Hamza was like, throwing around the wrestling match and like physically he matches up with Jack Hermanson. So Nate, I don't know. I don't really know what Nate saw. I don't really know why he accepted the fight because again, the whole sunset clause thing, based on my understanding, he could have just waited and let the contract expire. The other thing is this shouldn't have even happened. Like the way that the UFC and him are parting, like in these really negative ways, like the way that this is ending. Like Nate's given the UFC 3 solid fights, like in terms of revenue generation, the 2 Conor fights and the Jorge fight, and he's always been kind of a somewhat of a decent sized, well-known figure. Fought a lot. I still believe he hasn't pulled out from an injury. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. This shouldn't be how people end it. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see maybe if Nate got like a fight with Tony or something. I know maybe Tony has a suspension from getting knocked out like that. Something like that would have been nice. Even Dustin Poirier would have really punched him pretty damn hard too. But at least that's a lightweight he could have fought with, and they were matched up before. But this is just, hey, we're just going to, you've been talking a lot lately, putting a bad eye towards their company. We're going to give you one of the worst possible matchups and boost this other guy's name in the process. So farewell. We're going to decrease your purchasing power as you leave. So I don't know. I mean, it's crazy that this is happening. I can't believe this. So I'm going to watch it, but we all know what's going to happen. Like the video if you liked it and subscribe for more content similar to this. I will catch you guys later. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Peace.